So you guys went into the computer lab and you had 45 minutes to write everything you know about the American Revolution for your informational writing. Oh my gosh, don't worry about it. Do you think that made your writing maybe come out a little differently than how you wanted it to? Yeah, that happens. So tell me one strategy that you were working on as a writer when you were writing this piece. Thinking about your ideas and getting it done or getting them out as quickly as possible. So what I'm doing on this piece of paper is I'm just writing some of the things you're doing really, really well as a writer. And what you just said is smart. You said, and put that as a strength, what student is doing well. I'm going to write right here, getting ideas out. That's pretty important as a writer, don't you think? So what I'd love to do is have you read this aloud to me. And I'm going to be looking for another strength, and then I'm also maybe going to look for one new thing I can teach you today to make your information writing even better than it already is. Okay? So go ahead and read it to me.
The American Revolution was a time when the colonies and the independents were British colonists got mad at England for raising the taxes. They put their engines down and built another British ship and threw all the tea overboard. After the British closed the port of Boston, they started sending more troops to Boston, making the colonists into British culture. This was Boston. In April 1875, the colonists heard of British plans to destroy the unknown legends that colonists explored in the two towns of Lexington, Canada. Just after sundown on April 18, 1775, two ragged pioneers with all the air of early July flowed out to warn the colonists the British troops out. They were intercepted in the fort, thinking that another colonist after seeing no quest up it, kept going to conquer. When the British got to Lexington, they were replaced by a large fleet of attack. No one knows what the first war was all being known as the chocolate blanket.
Around the world, right? I knew exactly. Yeah, no, that's okay. I knew exactly what you were going to say. I love your reading aloud voice. You read like you actually know this information. While you were reading, I was listening to you. I was looking at your piece here. I was also looking at this tool. This is the information writing checklist, and I heard that you guys had a chance to have this out when you were writing your drafts. That's great. And I'm trying to think, as I'm looking at this and as I'm listening to you, what from here can I teach you to help make your writing even better? So one thing that that popped out at me as I was listening is that I noticed that this part of your writing up here seems to be about the Boston Tea Party. Right? So right around here, it starts off with first the colonists got mad at England for raising the taxes. So they dressed up as Indians, right? And tell me where the Boston Tea Party part ends. Okay. So from here to here, you're focusing on the Boston Tea Party, right?
This is all one paragraph.
Oh, that's okay. Well, what I'm going to do... Okay, so what's the next? Why don't you mark up the next part? What's the next topic? Okay, sweetheart. So you have one subtopic, Boston Tea Party. Second subtopic is shot heard around the world, right? So your main topic is the American Revolution. And I see you've got two subtopics, right? So as I'm looking at this, I'm looking at two things in particular. One is organization. So how did I get a chance to organize my writing? And the other one is the lead, because I love the sentence you have here. What is the American Revolution? The American Revolution was a time when the colonies wanted independence. Very clear, perfectly explained topic, sentence. I love it. Really sets me up. You're like, this is what it is. I'm wondering if you could name what your subtopics are in the beginning of your writing. And here they what I know about information writing is that a lot of times the author will kind of say what the subtopics are. I let the readers know what my subtopics are, right? So I think this is something that would be really useful in your writing, because then that is going to help you organize your writing, right? You do have 2 subtopics in there, and they are spot on. So one of the things that I do is before I go to write, I'll have my big idea here, American Revolution, and then you'll have the rest of your sentence, which you have here. It's great. Was a time when the colonies wanted independence from the British. And you're going to give some subtopics to show how and why they wanted their independence, right? So subtopic number 1 is Boston Tea Party. Subtopic number 2, Battle of Lexington and Concord.
That works too.
Okay. Kind of the same thing, but I love how you're using the language of the Revolution. Okay. If you had time, what would be your 3rd subtopic here?
Probably Battle of the Ocean.
Okay. And then you're going to have your conclusion going down here. Do you see how we can really organize our writing by being careful about naming what our subtopics are? So what I'd like you to do, Justin, now that you've seen, wow, this is my topic and these are my subtopics, I would love for you to rewrite your introduction, but kind of name and include those subtopics in there. So it might be something like this. I want you to keep this sentence, it's really good. What is the American Revolution? The American Revolution was a time when the colonies wanted independence from the British. So here we're going to break off and we're going to add more to our introduction, okay? So I'm going to put number 1 here, and then down here I'm going to add to that introduction. So you're going to say some of the ways that the colonists fought for their independence was through the... You got it. You got it. You got your 3 subtopics. So go ahead and start writing that new lead, that new introduction. So what I've done, you can put me, is kind of explain to Justin how if he has a really clear lead and his introduction names his subtopics, that's going to help him to organize his writing later on. But also, because this was on demand, he might not have had as much time to plan out his writing before he jumped in to start drafting. So when we do process pieces, he'll have a chance to do his thesis and his 3 subtopics, or his topic and 3 subtopics before he begins. Okay. So, Justin, I'm going to interrupt you here. This is so great. Very impressive. So, tell me what we did today as writers, and tell me how this is going to make your informational writing better.
We figured out how to organize it and how to make my topic sentences better.
Okay, so by having a strong lead with your subtopics in there, do you think that's going to help with your organization? Also, this is a tool you can use anytime if you're like, what should I be working on as an information writer? Okay, so I'm going to send you back with this, so you have it, and you're wonderful. Okay, even better. There you go. Thank you, sweetheart.